On the last Wednesday in May, World Otter Day is a call to protect otters and pay attention to their survival. This year is 2023, and this year's World Otter Day is today, May 31st.
Let's walk into the otter.
Otters are known as the flatheads of the water. They are quick, aggressive, and fearless. The otter did a bunch of awesome things: bullying small animals, a medium-sized animal of rigidity, fight large animals, learn to use tools, set up a triad organization.
Let's take a look at each one.
The otter is a general term for the order Carnivora-variety-Otterini, which contains 13 species in 7 genera. The subfamily Mustelidae is tied with the Otterini and includes the Mustelini, the Bedini, the honey bedini, and the American bedini. The weasel family is not a good stubbly, are combat masters, like everyone familiar with the crewhead brother is, honey badger subfamily.
First, bullying small animals. Otters like to catch fish swimming under the water.
These fish are delicious and fresh, and otters can chew them without difficulty. The poor fish is soon torn to pieces, but the faster the process, the less pain the fish will suffer.
An otter munches on a frog in its mouth.
There must be a lot of people complaining about frogs, which are actually otters' food, but few of you have ever seen them before. A big juicy frog is as tasty to an otter as a lobster. Floating on their backs, otters enjoy the delicious sea urchin.
It looks like an otter lying on the couch enjoying a snack. All that's missing is TV and beer. In addition, things like crayfish, mice, snakes, octopus, and so on are in the otter's diet. Second, hard medium animals.
In addition to the smaller animals, the otter will not let go of the larger animals. The otter sneaks up on the turtle and tries to turn it over immediately. As the turtle tries to bite the otter, it loosens its grip, but only for a moment. The otter then decides to flip the turtle over again, which is a difficult task, but you know it's only a matter of time. The sea otter has finally succeeded, and once the turtle is flipped, it has no chance of resisting any attack. With the turtle still on his back and defenseless, the otter pushes him further away and begins to feast. Besides, some birds can't escape the otters, such as seagulls. Everyone knows that seagulls will always try to get food wherever and whenever they can. This seagull has landed in the otter-occupied enclosure to get a piece of the action. An otter easily grabs it and drags it into the water, where it dances with the seagull and slowly drowns it.
Alright, it's time for the otters to enjoy their next meal. Third, fight large animals.
A monkey falls into the water and is surrounded by a group of otters. The other monkey tried to help him, but his abilities were limited and he was of no help at all.
The hapless monkey was beaten to death and eaten by the otters.
Some of the other monkeys stood on high places around and watched.
They were completely helpless because they were in the water.
The monkey is supposed to be much bigger than the otter, and 1 or 2 otters can't do anything about it, but otters seem to know more than we give them credit for. Look at this leopard, in an attempt to attack otter, but a group of otters around, leopard also had to consider their own safety, fled in disgrace.
The classic otter fight is this one with the caiman. A crocodile sneaks into an otter's territory. Yes, it's here to sneak up on an otter.
But before the crocodile could get close to the otter, it was spotted by one of the otters on the lookout, who raised the alarm. Mobilizing, the otter family begins to lay out their tactics for the crocodile's challenge. A big fight breaks out, and the crocodiles, with their huge size, are locked in a battle with a group of otters. Once again, one of the otters approaches from behind and attacks the crocodile's tail. Finally, the crocodile couldn't hold on and tried to escape to the safety of the bushes, but it was too late. The otter conquered the crocodile, someone held it down, someone bit its head, and after nearly an hour of brutal fighting, it was all over. The crocodile was killed, and the otters appeared to be among the casualties. 2 young otters did not survive the fight. The otters made an impressive effort to kill the crocodile by uniting and relying on their strong will. Fourth, learn to use tools and roll stones. What better way to open an oyster than by smashing it on a rock, which is what otters do. Because of their fast metabolism, otters need to eat about 25% of their body weight every day, 2 to 3 times the size of other animals. They can eat 75 mussels an hour and are one of the very few marine mammals known to use tools. They often use a solid rock near the shore and bang the shells against it to break them open. They also put rocks on their chests, and then they bang shells on them. See, these little guys knock a shell against a rock and have managed to break it open and enjoy the fruits of their labor. In addition to oysters, things like clams, crabs, and scallops are in the otter's diet. The otter, too, would pick up 2 stones and turn them around in his hand, which was also quite skillful. I don't know if it's for fitness or what. It is not clear whether the weapon was prepared for a fight or whether it was professional training. But this is one of the better animals. Fifth, the establishment of triad organizations. After watching otters use tools, you may think otters are very intelligent animals, but it is more amazing. Otters even form social organizations and fight in large scale. In October 2018, 2 groups of otters in Singapore organized a water battle. It was the third major fight between 2 gangs, the Bishan gang and the Binhai gang, who had fought each other twice before. Based on their recent engagement, someone analyzed the strategy chart and found, to their surprise, that the otters knew how to use strategy and tactics. Bishan gang used a triangular formation, while Binhai gang used a one-line formation. At the beginning, the coastal gang may be more vigorous, but Bishan gang through the centralized formation divided the coastal gang personnel, so as to defeat each other. This kind of warfare, even human beings also experienced a lot of accumulation to learn, visible otters' level of wisdom. Perhaps one day, when humans have left Earth and moved on to a higher civilization, perhaps otters will rule the planet.